Oh, I forgot. I wrote a song.
You wrote a song?
Red Martian fucking sucks. He fucking sucks. Fucking sucks. Fucking loser. He's fucking stupid as shit. And he canceled on all of our plans.
I watched them go, watched them rise, witnessed it and watched them blow. Watched them all blossom and watched them grow. Watched the lawsuits when they lost their dough.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Who Watches Watching the Detectives, a weekly podcast which is unlike any other on the internet.
The only podcast recorded in my home.
My name is Eleanor.
I'm Summer.
And I'm Grace.
And today, I'm gonna introduce because
That's freaking crazy.
we have something very exciting. And you might not be able to tell on account of this is a podcast and you can't see us. But today, we're not in Who Watches Studio in the liminal space we share within all our minds.
Who Watches Studios in the metaverse?
Eleanor is still in her house, but Grace is in my house in Nova Scotia.
I'm
That's
in Canada.
right.
They let me into Canada.
That's right.
Grace,
She flew to Canada.
You gotta get up on that mic.
Oh, I'm up on
Yeah,
it.
you gotta talk into the
Gotta
mic.
get up on that mic.
I don't want to.
You have to lean forward.
I don't want anyone to hear me.
And you have to enunciate.
I'm telling secrets.
Telling secrets and whispering. Grace
Whispering and whispering.
is visiting me in my humble abode.
For context, I flew to Canada from my home of... What the fuck was that? From my home of Detroit. I flew here because Brad Marchand was supposed to be at a sports card expo and he's like my favorite hockey player. I paid money for an autograph and 2 days?
2 days ago.
2 days before I left my humble abode and came to Summer's humble abode, I found out he canceled.
And he's
And
not
he's
coming.
not even here.
He's not here.
So now I'm just stuck at stupid Summer's house.
Yeah.
Stuck.
And we're not even gonna see Brad. So what's the fwickin' point?
Freaking point.
Just reschedule the plane and go home.
My flight was non-refundable. I tried. I'm kidding. I'm so happy to be here.
No, I know he had a great day.
You sound excited.
I'm tired.
We had such a great day this morning. We went out, we walked around on the boardwalk.
I bought tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes.
We got souvenirs,
I need to lean in. I'm sorry.
and then we got local pizza, garlic fingers, and donair.
Not a fan of
Donair.
Donair.
You were complaining about the sauce. It's a sweet sauce, isn't it?
It's a sweet sauce.
It's a sweet milk
a
sauce.
sweet milk sauce, which I was not aware.
Sweet milk sauce, bro.
Sweet milk sauce,
Sweet milk
dude.
sauce and a spicy meat.
Spicy meat.
I like the meat. I like Donair meat, but I think
Donair.
it's kind of just Euro meat,
Yeah, pretty much.
And
and I like a Euro, so I don't know.
we got all our energy out the whole time.
This is the bad news
And
we had to deliver to you.
I have bad news, Eleanor.
Eleanor, we were so tuckered out. We both
We-
at separate times fell asleep
We
during our
both
watch.
fell
Oh my
asleep
God.
during the movie.
That's crazy.
Summer fell asleep earlier than I did. I don't know when Summer fell asleep, but I fell asleep during the cowboy scene.
I fell asleep really early on. It was like at the picnic scene. It was like halfway through
Oh
the
my
movie.
god.
Yeah.
I was locked in. I kept getting distracted. I watched this in my bed on my phone, not horizontally. Vertically. With the teeny tiny
TikTok
screen.
style.
And I kept getting ads.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I kept getting distracted by the ads.
I will not lie to you. For about 15 minutes in the first half, I was making my character for D&D tonight.
Very important to do.
It was important, and I needed.
We
you
have
to
this
admit-
momentous occasion, right? We've come together for Who Watches.
You didn't even mention the best part.
Oh, what's the best part?
How we watched it.
Oh, yes. Traveling across countries, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Grace brought with her DVD copy
Oh
of
my
Watching
God.
the
It'd
Be in
Detectives.
my hands, but I did not bring it up.
You watched the official release.
We watched the official release.
Well, no,
It's gonna-
you didn't, because you guys both fell asleep,
I watched 50% of the official release.
and you didn't even watch the start, Grace.
I did.
I'm here. I haven't turned on any lights. This is the
Summer-
ambient lighting I watched this movie in. Okay.
Summer can vouch. I analog style wrote down
Yeah.
my character sheet.
It was
They-
with a notepad and paper.
Notepad and paper.
They locked me in a dark room. And they said,
I think you locked yourself in a dark
Yeah,
room.
I would like to say.
This is your watch this week, Eleanor.
I would like to state for the record, for everyone watching at home, when we were making plans on when we were going to record yesterday, I asked Eleanor. I said, "Hey, do you want to watch? Should we all watch together?"
Listen,
And Eleanor said, "No."
No.
I may have. Listen, I watched The Prestige with the audio doubled the entire time.
And you couldn't do it again.
The entire time, okay? This 2-hour, 10-minute long movie, I received 4 hours and 20 minutes of dialogue, okay? Every single line was
You had
doubled.
to hear Christian Bale say abracadabra twice.
Twice.
I'm sorry.
Every line was doubled.
Double Michael Caine.
Including my own.
the Great and Powerful TV.
Great and powerful TV.
Okay, so listen, we have two pieces of. I'm trying to keep us on track this week. I haven't finished editing this episode last week
That's okay.
Gasp.
because it was so disorganized,
Oops.
and we did a horrible job. So let's get housekeeping. We have two pieces of information, I believe.
We do.
We do.
The first is a segment we have to talk about the movies we watched this week,
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I
and
don't know
that's
if
Summer.
this is
That's
housekeeping.
you introduced that one. That's your segment. And then
Everybody.
Grace, you have to tell us. You have to visit howbigourbaby.com.au.
Big welcome to
.org.
Who Watches Watching the Detectives, What We Watched Weekly Wrapped. And
Yeah.
this week was actually all of the movies I watched were chosen by Eleanor. All 4 of them.
I watched a lot without you guys.
It was a big Eleanor week. We watched The Ant Bully,
Oh,
Troll Hunter,
ugh.
Ocean's 11, and The Prestige.
And The Prestige.
I was not present for the Ant Bully.
Or
Sorry,
Troll
I keep
Hunter.
forgetting. Or Troll Hunter. I'm going to my profile if you're wondering.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
But you were here for Ocean's 11.
But I was here for Ocean's 11 and The Prestige, and I liked Ocean's 11, and The Prestige was a movie.
Prestige was a movie that
Did
we
you?
watched.
Here's my question to you, Grace. Do you think the runtimes of the movies you've seen influenced your perspective of watching the detectives this week?
No.
Okay, well,
I also
I'm gonna
watched-
keep trying to make this portion of the segment work.
I will say
where I make you talk about the contextual ramifications of watching movies between movies. Thus far, you have given me nothing, and I
Well, no.
really want to give up, but I won't.
I have a couple things I want to say. I have noticed. I think watching the detectives is helping me. I don't know if I talked about this. I DM'd us,
You mentioned it.
but I don't know if I mentioned it on the pod. I'm like developing an internal clock thanks to this movie. I can tell time
Do you know how I did it,
because
Grace?
of watching the detectives.
I once sat still on camera for 1 hour and did nothing.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, entirely.
I believe you entirely.
And then Eleanor, we watched Ratatouille
We
You
did
and I.
watch Ratatouille.
immediately after Salacious 27.
We did. We pounded a second movie as a chaser.
And then on the 4th of July, I woke up and Field of Dreams was on, so I watched
Oh,
Field of Dreams. And then I saw Minions.
that's
I
with
did
Lawrence
go
Fishburne,
see
isn't it?
Minions.
Minions and Monsters.
Field of Dreams? I don't remember.
I think it's Lawrence Fishburne. He's the author who wrote about the Field of Dreams.
No, that's not Lawrence Fishburne.
Okay. I'm terrible with faces, so
Yeah, it's not him. Minions and Monsters was great.
is Lawrence Fishburne in that one?
No, but George Lucas is.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I just want to say about Minions and Monsters. I believe that there is a scene. So, like, I don't want to take up all the time by talking about Minions. There's a scene where they parody. Spoiler alert: Citizen Kane dies in Citizen Kane. And they
have to
parody
bleep that
that
out.
scene. It's like 100 years old. And Rosebud's a sled.
And Rosebud's a sled.
Rosebud's a sled?
Yes,
They
what film
parody
school do you go to?
The scene where he dies and like drops the snow globe in Minions.
Right.
But then there's a scene later on in the movie where George Orwell appears as a wax figure.
Okay.
So I want to know what the Minion significance to like how that affects Orson Welles and like his history in film, if he's still as important as he is with not being in Citizen Kane.
They stole his spotlight.
because the Minions are Citizen Kane now.
Right.
Anyway.
I feel like he's got one of those filmographies where you can like, he still has other work aside from his, like we would know him, like we would know Kendrick even if he only released T-Pab instead of Good Kid, Mad City.
True.
I'm gonna just say I believe you because I don't know the words you're saying.
I think the last word on Minions, I think Lucian would really have enjoyed Minions and Monsters.
I think that's beautiful.
And then without you guys, I also watched Brian De Palma's Fan of the Paradise, and then immediately chased that with High School Musical 2.
You need help.
Hell yeah.
How many
those are
movies
both-
was it this week, Grace? Was it 7 movies in 7 days?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7. I watched the movie.
7 movies in 7 days. We watch movies. That's why we have
A movie
the
podcast.
movie podcast. Silly
The movie
Goose.
podcast.
A movie
Grace.
pod.
Grace.
Yes. Howbigyourbaby.com.
Keep the show
Hi.
on the road.
Welcome. I'm doing it. Oh my god. Howbigyourbaby.com. Baby size.
Grace, you were supposed to
I got
have this
some-
freaking ready.
I have it ready. I got some bad freaking news, you guys. No growth this week.
Our baby's same
Our
size.
baby still papaya size.
Our baby
Baby's still
same
papaya.
size? I thought you said that
Our baby same
maybe this
size.
week.
Well, she was wrong.
I am. Are you the baby size expert?
I'm the person who has to edit the episodes every week so the content is very fresh in my mind. So any lies you tell me now stand out particularly in stark relief.
Next week,
Okay.
new baby size
Next week, new baby size confirmed.
confirmed.
Confirmed. #real.
Hashtag real new baby
Well,
size.
in that case, everybody
Yeah.
quote that movie.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Quote that movie right. Movie quoting time.
Sorry, I had to yawn during the call and response part.
Kind of friggin' rude.
Well, in that case, Grace, why don't you take first quote this
Yeah.
week?
I feel bad. I'm like particularly monotone this week. I don't have the energy. My quote of the week. Oh, I wrote it down.
You wrote it
And I
down
left
and then
my
you left your
notebook.
notebook downstairs and would not go back down to get
No,
it.
I went
Go
back
get
down
your
to grab.
notebook.
No,
No.
I wrote down one and then I scribbled that out and wrote down another that I thought was better. But I'm gonna go with my first one because I remember it, and that was, "We're trying to watch the movie."
Unfortunately, I wasn't conscious during that scene.
Okay. So how about a quote from when you were conscious?
When I was conscious, why wouldn't he look at the sun? He's a baby.
Is this what divorced life is like?
Married life is like
Is this what
Divorced
married
life.
life is like?
hashtag divorce.
Hashtag divorce
divorced
life. We're bringing back the hashtag, by the way, in
yes.
case you haven't noticed. I don't think it went anywhere, but we're verbally saying it now.
We're bringing it back.
We're hashtag bringing it back.
Hashtag Throwback Thursday.
It's hashtag Flashback Friday.
Eleanor, was your quote,
Former.
so this is what married life is like?
So this is what married life is like?
That's
So this is what
beautiful.
married life is
So
like.
this is what married life is like. Ours is from the same scene.
The same scene. Imagine the chances of that.
It's quite serendipitous,
You guys make me
truly.
sick.
Oh, I just realized my favorite segment is dead.
Oh yeah.
Thank God.
If you didn't watch last week's episode, first of all, rude and hurtful.
Go back to
And
the
if you
first
Second of
have,
all-
can you tell me how? Because I haven't finished editing it yet.
That's really impressive. Well, by the time this is out, it'll be out. I
Well,
hope.
yes, but as of me speaking these words, it's unfinished.
It's unfinished, but
So tell me
I'm
how it goes in the comments down below.
communicating.
What do
I'm
you think the
communicating with
episode
the
was good?
future.
What do you think of the last episode?
Do you think do you think last episode, not this episode, the episode before this, do you think
Yeah,
it turned
yeah.
out well? Because I don't know. I think it was pretty bad. I think it's the worst episode yet.
Oh, geez.
Wow. Just because we were drunk and in disarray and confused.
Completely disorganized, incapable
and
of holding on
disoriented.
to a single thought for more than 5 minutes at a time.
Maybe getting belligerently drunk
Is not the answer.
every 10 weeks is like not great podcasting.
I think it's good because it kind of like you're opening the book to a new page, right? Cleaning the slate.
I had less alcohol this time than I did on 17. It's like firing off a couple gunshots to keep rent low.
Right, exactly. So I mentioned previously that I watched this movie with my phone vertically, and the movie taking up only the smallest top portion of my phone.
Yes,
This left
I
me-
would like to know why.
Well, because it left me free to peruse the comment section.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
okay.
And so I've taken the liberty of screenshotting some here, and I've sent them to the group chat. If you guys want to take a look and read off maybe a couple that stand out to you,
Well, we can't. Hold on.
I'll read off my favorite comment to start us off. Her laugh whenever she does something unkind or whatever. Blech.
It would have been nice to put on some muscle, Killian.
They got seriously chemistry.
Seriously, chemistry. The content is top notch.
Seriously terrible. Turned it of watching Lucy Liu play a drunk.
Drunk.
As far as a far cry from her efforts in Kill Bill.
The part when Cillian Murphy cries, it's so hilarious. Ha 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 ha.
I really like crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji, crying emoji, and then like 13 throwing up emojis.
Yeah, puke emoji, puke emoji,
I
puke
also
emoji, puke emoji.
I don't want to
puke
let that
emoji,
Kill
puke
Bill
emoji,
one
puke
go away. Because I think that's so funny. I would love to be seriously Tarib.
emoji. Tarib, seriously Tarib.
Tarib.
Turned it of watching Lucy
Turned
Liu
it
play a
of
drunk.
watching.
A far cry from her efforts in Kill Bill.
I think it would be really funny seeing Lucy Liu in Kill Bill and wanting to dive through her cinematography
Yeah, her filmography.
and being like,
and be
wow, Chicago? Wow. Charlie's Angels?
What else do you get into before watching The Detectives? Because there's no way it's high up on her list.
No, it's
No.
probably on the bottom.
This is bottom tier Lucy Liu content.
I'm gonna find out right now.
We're gonna find out. Mama, let's research.
Mama, they call us the researchers. Who researches the detectives? A lot.
Lucy's
It's
bad hair days.
It's the
Okay.
15th movie on
Yeah.
her list.
Okay,
got
what
Red
14
One.
movies?
Kill Bill 1, obviously.
Uh-huh.
Kill Bill 2. The Devil Wears Prada 2. Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda
Oh.
2.
Yeah.
Chicago. Set It Up. Kung Fu Panda 3.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Maguire. Charlie's Angels. Red 1. Detachment. What is this?
Presents?
Oh, I wanted to see that. Presents. And Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. So all three Kill Bill movies.
And then you get to watching The Detectives?
Yeah, both Kill Bill movies, and then the anthology combo, including the Fortnite animation Lost Chapter of the movie,
Oh.
and then watching The Detectives.
And 3 Kung Fu Pandas?
And 3 Kung Fu Pandas.
I've never seen Kill Bill. I've certainly never seen the complete anthology featuring Fortnite ?
That is what that is, right?
But have you seen Kung Fu Panda?
I have seen the original Kung Fu Panda, and I think I've seen 2. I don't know if I've seen 3 or 4.
This
Dude,
says The Whole
two's
Bloody
pretty good.
Affair.
There's a
so Disney
fourth?
four, and that's not true. I thought they made a fourth one.
Yeah, they just made a 4th one like the other
a couple. The other
my
day.
God.
the other day.
came
The other
out.
day,
It
we
just
were
came
just
out.
watching. We were just watching it.
Oh no, don't you remember? You are Kung Fu Panda.
You are Kung Fu Panda. They hired you to play the
shit.
new panda.
Oh my god, she's gonna do a flip.
Holy shit.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god, she's karate kicking.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're gonna
you
like
just-
sprain something.
Did you just see her?
Oh my God! Shit!
Did you just see?
Oh, like there's so many
She just
cans.
broke like 10 boards at once.
Oh my god, with her face? She just broke a board with her
There's
face?
so many cinder blocks.
There's
just
so
cut
much
in half.
blood.
I don't know how you can chop that many cinder blocks. in
All
one
right,
karate chop.
guys. Who's ready to podcast? Yeah.
Yeah. She's covered in blood.
I
don't think it's hers.
I just gotta sit down for a little while.
Just
Fine.
please stop chopping.
Editing Eleanor, can you add in? Can you add in like a chopping sound effect?
No, I don't think I will.
I wasn't asking you. I was asking Editing Eleanor.
Okay. What do we have another segment?
If I know anything about this podcast, I know we do have another segment.
No, I think we're done.
And
We have another segment?
This week, it's my very special guest's time to do our very special sequel segment.
I've never been the very special guest on my own podcast.
Well, you have, and you got mad at me last time, so
That's crazy.
Grace would never get mad at me because I'm an angel.
right. And I'm the devil, obviously.
You're the
Well, it's because
devil.
I'm scared of you, and if I'm nice to you, you're gonna like karate kick me.
I was gonna knock some more cans over, I thought it'd be a very funny bit, but then I'd have to pick up all the cans.
Then you have to pick
It's a
them
lot
up.
of
Yeah.
work, yeah. I respect it though. The first time,
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it'll
just like
turn
when
out
you,
well.
you know what else I respected? I really, really loved when you took that motorcycle and you jumped the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
I thought that was really great and cool of you.
I
to
thought
do.
the part when the cloud of smoke cleared and you were lying unconscious on the ground was like a little bit jarring.
It was Snake River Canyon, not the Grand Canyon, but
How many snakes were in the River Canyon?
hundreds, if not thousands.
Can you get someone to count them so we can go to Guinness?
They've moved on now. They were there. You know, we sold them all a ticket. I could pull the records
The
for
snakes bought tickets?
How do the snakes?
I'm jumping Snake River Canyon. You don't think the snakes are gonna show up to that?
We're never gonna know.
We're never gonna know because
You cut out that entire time.
I
Cut out
I
that
didn't hear
entire time.
a
If we didn't hear
single word.
single word
Okay, Grace.
about how the snakes made.
Okay, Grace. Tell me about your sequel this week.
Grace has her head in her hands.
Don't make me start chopping again. I will.
Please don't chop me. You're this. Your
Hi-ya!
chops are no.
Ow!
Your chops are registered as lethal weapons, Eleanor. My sequel this week. Okay. We open on a dark, foreboding alien landscape, right? The camera is slowly crawling towards a cave. An alien cave. And as we enter the cave, it's full of eggs.
Oh.
It's full of eggs, and everything's really slimy. It's really slimy and gross. And we come up on one egg in particular, and as we approach on the egg, you guys are making me so upset because I want to do sound effects too. I have to tell my story.
We'll start doing sound effects. So next week you can do sound effects.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we pull up on one egg in particular,
One very special egg.
and as we zoom in, the light kind of cracks around the egg, and like the egg cracks, and a piece of egg shell pops out, and you see one big beautiful eye.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And Neil is born.
It's Alien Murphy.
He's slimy and goopy, and he hatches out of his egg. We watch him grow from like a tadpole state to like
Flash.
to man,
Splash.
like bipedal figure. And then everything's pretty peaceful. It's like really experimental and like ambient for the first like 2 hours.
The first 2 hours?
Yeah, the first 2 hours. As Neil grows up and he becomes bipedal, everything goes to shit, and his planet
Everything goes
gets
to
destroyed.
shit?
And
Oh my god.
he's shipped off to Earth,
Oh my god.
where he crash lands.
He's Superman.
No, because he doesn't look like a human, so he takes the skin of a man.
He takes the skin of a man
thought
and
he-
wears his
and
skin.
wears his-
But he has
skin.
his blue eyes the whole time. And he's wet and goopy, and then he
Yes,
takes
that's
the
how you
skin of a
know.
man.
Yeah, and pops the eyes out.
Can I just is this a prequel or a sequel?
It's like a sister movie.
I see. Okay.
I feel like it would have to be a prequel on account of
I
its
can go
he's
with a
being
prequel.
born.
Yeah, no, I can go
Well,
because it.
I'm just saying, is this another Neil?
Well, do you know how Rogue One like goes straight into A New Hope?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay. Cool.
So it is a prequel, I guess. That is what
Yes.
a prequel is. This was inspired by, at the very beginning of the movie, he goes, have some more beer. Like he's never heard of beer before, and it's because
Yeah.
he hasn't, because he just crash landed on the planet about
Right,
2 weeks
okay,
ago.
sure.
So this is a prequel.
So
explaining Neil's
the Neil we
origin.
know is actually an alien wearing the skin of the previous Neil.
Yeah. No, just yeah. Neil was a real guy.
Right.
And that's why he's
But
so
was he
suddenly
friends with
breaks up
Jonathan
with
and Lucian?
Yeah, no, Neil was like, he assimilates into his life.
Oh my god.
You have Scandinavian theory.
Right. Where he's like Swedish.
Yeah, this is my take on that.
I have Canadian theory, and Grace has alien theory.
Alien. Does this relate to clone theory at all?
No.
Okay. I am interested in clone theory, but we can get to that on a later date.
Yeah, I would like to
Because the prequel.
have more information on that because I actually don't know what you're talking about.
These aliens are like amphibious in nature.
Yes.
That's why he's so
So-
good at swimming.
When he hatches from the egg, he's like slimy. Like he's like a figure of a man, and he's slimy, and he's a tadpole, and his legs and his arms are all stuck together.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
He slithers around.
Wow.
And for the 3-hour runtime of the movie.
For 2 hours.
For 2 hours. I would say it takes about 45 minutes for his legs to separate from each other. But he can't really walk until I'd say 2.5.
Oh my god. He's just a baby.
You
I
get to
see.
see the webbing in his finger. Yeah. It's very if David Cronenberg and Richard Linklater had a baby.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the concept of Richard Linklater, not like a
Not like an
Linklater movie.
actual.
No, like Boyhood. Like if Boyhood.
The conceptual distillation of the themes Linklater's attempting to
Yeah,
communicate
the
across his filmography.
distillation of Boyhood. If Boyhood and Alien and the beginning of 2001 and Videodrome had a baby. There's no narration. It's entirely ambient nature noises.
Oh wow, I like that.
It does kind of tend to the way you look at the way Neil interacts with his previous friends throughout the whole movie.
He
You
doesn't
don't think it's crazy that he just suddenly breaks up with his girlfriend?
he doesn't want to play Trivial Pursuit
And he doesn't
anymore
wanna play-
because he doesn't know anything.
Lucian seems so upset, but then later on, he seems kind of exasperated. Maybe Lucian knows that the real Neil is dead. I could see that.
This is really sad because obviously the real Neil and Lucian were lovers.
The real Neil was this close to joining the polycule, and then tadpole alien Neil took over and assimilated into his skin
And ruined everything.
and ruined everything.
it.
Something else I noticed in this watch is that Neil and Lucian are the same height. They're both teeny tiny.
They're both 3 apples tall.
Well, thanks for the prequel, Grace.
Thank you so much for your prequel.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
It's very.
I like when we get experimental.
I like it. It's
all I do,
It's
man.
artistic.
I know.
Do we have anything else to talk about? Because I mean, we're only 30 minutes into this.
We're
Are we
only 30
really?
minutes in. I had been discussing things with Grace while I was conscious, and then
Yeah, it got
The
to a point where I was just
45
talking to
minute
myself.
nap that I took wiped everything. I woke up as he was crying running around the baseball field.
Oh my god.
You should have woke me. I woke up during the credits.
Oh my god.
And I looked over and Grace was sleeping so peacefully.
That's so funny. I woke up early to watch this movie.
Eleanor made us stay up until 2 a.m. watching
watch
The
The
Prestige.
Everything's
because
my
she
fault.
hates us.
Everything is my fault.
And you know what the problem is? Is I really liked The Prestige until I didn't.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it until I did. And then I didn't like
And
it.
then I didn't like it again.
Absolutely. We got to see Tenet next.
I like Tenet though.
Wanna
It's
see
the
Tenet.
problem.
This is great because
Tenet-
I've never seen any movie ever.
Tenet
so.
is like if The Prestige was good.
I'm sorry. Okay. Also, we got to stop
Wow.
talking about other movies. This podcast is not about The Prestige or Tenet or Christopher Nolan in any capacity.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for the Odyssey, you guys.
Oh my god.
Watching The Prestige made me less excited for The Odyssey. Can I say something crazy? I
Yes.
was more excited to watch Minions than I am to see The Odyssey. And I still am.
I think we've given up on this podcast.
We're
Listen, I noticed something. I remembered. I noticed. Your finger is so close to my eyeball. I noticed that during the party, the commercial showing off party, when they throw popcorn and then he's like, we're having a special midnight showing of She-Gorilla and Lucian's the only one excited. Marsha is on the other side of the couch pretending to fall asleep.
Oh my god.
You knew they were like
I love that. Did you notice they throw a cup before they throw popcorn?
They throw a cup?
They throw an
That's so
empty
violent.
I've seen
blue
the cup,
solo
yeah.
cup at the TV.
A blue solo cup? How
cheaper.
exotic.
I know. That's
The
what I'm
blue
saying.
solo cups are cheaper.
Off-brand. They couldn't afford the solo red.
They are. This isn't a joke.
No, they couldn't. They had to pay for the rights to have a solo cup on the screen, and they could not afford it.
Crazy.
Likely, the likelihood
This
of this is
movie
actually
already
pretty
cost
high.
$2 million.
You know,
I know.
I could have taken longer. We can go back to my sequel if you want. I can lay out scene by scene for you what happens.
Yeah, like how he evolves step by
Yeah.
step.
Yeah, go
I know
through the
you wanna
stages
know.
of Killian mitosis.
Okay, so I'm gonna say the intro, getting to the egg is about 15 minutes.
Right.
And it's a slow
Wait, so
crawl.
15
Slow
minutes
dolly
of
zoom.
15 minutes of panning across landscape to get to the cave with the egg in it?
Yes.
Grace, we could make this movie.
Yeah. We should. And it would eat. And people would be like, oh my god.
Oh my god,
And
the
then I would make
imagery.
a million.
It's so powerful.
I would make $1 million.
I'm so happy.
This is my,
you made me watch this.
This is my
Seventh Seal.
I don't know. Yeah, sure.
This is my barbecue.
This is my Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis.
Of course. Entitles me? Sorry, no. No, we're talking about
No,
this
Brett,
movie.
Get it out.
Watching
Get
the
it out.
detectives.
Entitles me?
What's he wearing?
Yes.
What's he wearing?
Entitles
What's he
me?
wearing?
Yes.
Yeah.
A poncho. What does it look like he's wearing? It looks like a dress.
You ever seen a cowboy before?
He's a cow.
Yeah, so egg to tadpole. Tadpole, little goop guy, like goopy,
Right.
that big.
Slime
goopy,
mold.
Slime mold, like tadpole,
Head and
legs
shoulders.
attached, arms attached to body,
Knees and toes.
knees and toes attached. Second stage, the fingers grow out and they get webbed. This is so, I don't want to do this.
Don't make Grace describe this body horror slowly, step by step.
I mean, we're at 39 minutes.
You're not even paying attention.
Surely we can come up with one more thing we want to talk about in this movie.
With one more thing we want to
You
talk
guys-
about, but it has to be
Did
about
I
watching
mention-
the detectives and
Did
not
I
something
mention
else.
that I had a dream? Not about the movie, but about the podcast.
Oh my god, wait,
No,
tell
I don't
us.
think so.
I had a dream we hit the 26 subscriber mark, and it was time to watch.
26.
It was time to watch Super Troopers 2.
Oh my god, I started watching ER again before I left home.
Uh-huh.
And I went to go put on ER and I saw Super Troopers 2 was on HBO. Like, I blacked out for a moment and went into like a fugue state. And I really don't know what happened, but I woke up and my hands were covered in blood and I was shaking.
And Jay hasn't been seen since.
I wouldn't do that to him.
He's in Jackass.
Is he in Jackass 2? Did we talk about this?
Well, he's in the... Yeah,
He's in the terror taxi.
yeah. We have talked about this, I
Yes.
think. Or we mentioned it in the last episode, but I don't know.
But we mentioned a lot of stuff in the last episode. Yeah, we watched the Jackass movies. The director of Super Troopers shows up in the bit where Danger Aaron pretends to be a terrorist.
Yeah.
Hey
At the very end
guys,
of Doom.
I know we're having a really exciting time, but my tummy hurts and I want to go.
I mean, we did hit the 40-minute mark, so technically this is one episode of the podcast. Legally,
What is, are we engagement baiting now?
I just don't feel
We're
right.
gonna get over the 10-minute mark.
I don't
so we can
feel right
unplug.
if we don't record for at least 40 minutes.
And this episode of the podcast is sponsored by Beaver Tails.
Have you had a beaver tail?
Tomorrow's Beaver Tail
Tomorrow's
Day.
Beaver Tail Day.
You waited to the day after the podcast when our podcast has been talking about
got here
beaver tails
yesterday.
for 10 weeks?
I will record a vlog.
Okay.
I will face reveal for the pod.
Oh, good.
I will record a vlog. I will record a vlog of my beaver tail experience.
You have to have it live.
I will.
Live?
Live on Twitter.
Live on location.
It's you, me, and our number one fan.
In front of the beaver tail.
Hello. Hello, watching the detectives. Who watches Watching the Detectives Hive? My name is Who Watches Watching the Detectives Grace. We're gonna go get a beaver tail.
It's not very catchy.
No, I'm working on it. Summer's here too. I'm gonna go get a beaver tail. And special guest who died, Winona's here too. But it's hot. It is a hot, hot day.
I feel like 30 degrees.
Yeah, I'll check for my Fahrenheit.
Mama burned her ass.
Mama burned her ass on the wave. They climbed the wave.
Which you shouldn't do.
Which you shouldn't do. There's signs everywhere. There's one sign. What did I do? Did I really?
You said they plural and I went.
Oh, they, the two of you, yeah. But more importantly, it's beaver tail time. It's freaking. Beaver tails. Should I get the apple pie or the classic?
I would get one with toppings.
Okay, I'm gonna get the apple pie. Could I get a apple pie beaver tail? And can I get a beaver dog as well?
Classic beaver dog, or do you want one of the other ones?
A classic, please. It's a little bit loud over here. So we got a beaver tail. I got the apple pie, and then I got a beaver dog, which I'm so excited about. And I'm gonna consume them now. The things I do for the pod. This is such a terrible angle for this video. I'm so afraid this is gonna fall. Can you hold my beaver tail, please? We have to eat dinner before dessert. Summer's holding my beaver tail. No, it needs to be the most unflattering angle humanly possible while I eat a hot dog.
Understandable.
We have to. Do you want to leave? Yeah. Really? I'll Lady in the Tramp with you. I've never Lady in the Tramp anything before. Do you want like ketchup or mustard on it?
I just mustard.
Okay. And then I'll wait to put the relish on it. Maybe Johnny Knoxville. This is the
I'm Johnny Knoxville. That's really good.
really good hot dog.
Thank you, Hawaii Nation. We love you.
Eleanor's Force Ghost is gonna show up back here.
Hi, this is Who Watches Watching the Detectives, Grace. The morning after the Beaver Tail Day, and I am editing this together and now realizing that I didn't actually eat the apple pie beaver tail on camera, or review it at all. You need to know that it was very tasty. It was very good. Sorry, I feel like I failed you as an audience. Whoopsies.
I'm really glad that we answered a question.
We did?
What question is that?
When did we do that?
Yeah, we answered. Oh, we answer questions every day, but today we answered who watches Watching the Detectives.
Oh my
I
god,
ask
tell
a
me.
question?
Yes.
When are we gonna start asking more questions?
That's a good question to start with, Grace. That's a great question to start with.
Asking questions is a gateway drug into
more questions.
thinking, and we don't do that
No
here.
thinking.
We don't do that. We ask one question, and I think you know the answer, Grace.
Do you think that frogs have the ability to feel love?
We do.
Who's we?
We
Eleanor
do.
looks so upset with me.
I'm Summer.
And I'm special edition Canadian Grace.
And I'm beloved children's book author, PK Whittlethorpe.
And you watched,
watched
a
a
podcast.
Gillian!
Play us out.
Play us out, babe.
Now, this is very special to me because in like the early 2000s, I was in America and I wasn't really happy with the sort of work I was doing, and I wasn't really happy with my approach to acting, and everyone was like, "Man, you gotta watch Cassavetes," and like it was kind of embarrassing that I hadn't watched it by then. So I went out and I bought this collection